go to my website, deletelaws.com, and get a trifold. Laminate a copy of your driver's license front and back, your insurance and registration card, put it on a laminated slip, and it goes inside your trifold above your visor. Use the touchdown position. Hand goes on the seat over here as you film. This hand goes up, grabs the trifold, your driver's license, registration, proof of insurance. Everything that you do with the cop, you show the camera first. Cop pulls you over, license, registration. I'm already like this. I'm already filming the copper. So what's the first thing you do when you see a copper? You start recording, and your hands, look at my hands. I put my elbow right on that knob. You see that? And now I got my phone, and I'm recording inward right here. I'm recording myself. And then, of course, when the camera shoots across my face and goes out the window, it's hitting the copper. You always want that camera on yourself, so if anything happens to you, we can see you get hit. We want to make sure that you're in the camera. So you film like this. You hold your hands up in the touchdown position. Then when copper pulls you over, reach up, grab your trifold, your laminated driver's license, proof of registration, insurance. Right there, cop says, hey, can I get your driver's license, registration, proof of insurance? You pull it down and you hand it to him. There it is. Now he has my license, registration, proof of insurance. He says, hey, where are you going? Perfect. Now you grab your trifold out the top. You point at the trifold where it says, I plead the Fifth Amendment. You show it to the cop and you say, I plead the Fifth Amendment, officer. Where are you heading? Officer, I just showed you on the trifold, I plead the Fifth. Please don't ask me any more questions. If I violated a code, then give me a ticket. I want to leave. Thank you for your time. You know how fast you were going? Officer, you're now harassing me. I've invoked my Fifth Amendment right. I showed it to the camera. This footage is going to go to the judge when I sue you. As soon as I hand him this, where are you coming from? Where are you going? What are you doing? Who'd you date when you were in 11th grade? Eat my shorts, copper. Stop harassing me. I've already invoked my Fifth Amendment right. I have a right to counsel if you're going to question me. You don't see my lawyer here with me, do you? So get the flock out of here. Go have a ham sandwich. Go beat your wife. Go beat your 8-year-old kid. Get the flock away from my car. You're on camera. Everything's going to be on camera. Can you step out of the car? Sure, I'll step out of the car. Cop says, can I search your car? Sure, you can search my car. Go ahead. He starts to search it. I revoke consent. It's on my trifold, United States versus Williams. I revoke consent. There's not enough drug dogs to get there in time, or they violate Rodriguez versus United States 2015. You use that trifold like it's a piano that you're playing. It'll keep you safe from the piggies. You got to get used to this. You got to get used to mincing the words you use properly, because they're trying to mince words with you to arrest you, steal your car, kidnap you, and put you in a frickin' dungeon. I wish that wasn't true. I wish this wasn't my business. I really wish that I had no trifold business where I didn't sell a trifold to make a living, because so many people didn't have to worry about their rights being violated. But that's not the case. That's not the case. If you answer one question, where are you going? I'm going to my mom's house. Where are you coming from? You writing a book? You want to be my boyfriend? What are you talking about? Why are you asking me all these questions? We're not dating, bro. I'm straight. Sorry, homie. Don't ask me where I'm going. It says on the trifold, I do not agree to answer any questions. Don't ask me where I'm going. Don't ask me where I'm coming from. Use your trifold. Use it. I sell it for $9. You can download it. Then you have a copy. You can give it to all your friends. Or if you don't have $9, I'll give it to you for free. I'll give it to you for free. There's my grifting ways. I give away the product I sell for free. I'm a real grifter. Get my trifold. Get it in your car. If you don't have one, I'll give you one for free. If you can't afford $9, if you no problem. If you can afford the $30 one, get it. Put it in your car. It's badass. Keep it. Use your damn trifold. By the way, when you get the $30 indestructible one, I send it. I give you a nice thick. It's actually a broccoli wad. You know, the broccoli wad rubber band's a nice thick black rubber band. That's what Aaron Queen's talking about, because I really want you to put the trifold up on your visor, just like that. Put that around your visor, your trifold. How many people don't have their license, registration, proof of insurance? I do a photocopy of my driver's license. I do a laser copy of the front of my driver's license and the back of my driver's license, because I'm not going to put my actual driver's license in a plastic laminated fold. So what I do is I do a laser copy of the front and the back, and then I do a laser copy of my registration proof of insurance, and then I put them on one long plastic card that kind of mimics the same size as my trifold. And then my registration, insurance, and proof of ID all goes in here. And then when the cop pulls me over, I use this touchdown position. That's why I give you guys the rubber band with your order. It's a small little thing, but I don't want you trying to find the right rubber band. I sell you a nice thick black broccoli wad rubber band that goes right inside of your, right there. What's wrong with having the necessary tools above your head, putting your hands above the steering wheel so you don't get shot?
I totally agree.
They're shooting people.
I totally agree. I totally agree. Give me a 5x5. You can hear me. Give me a 5x5. If you don't have a trifold, get a trifold in your car. There you go. I think I said it. I'm super happy. I sent off a bunch of trifolds today. What's up, Playboy? So you guys check your mail in the next couple of days. They all have tracking numbers, so you should get your trifolds. Cop cards, trifolds. Get them. Get your cop cards. I got a bunch more cop cards in. Get your cop cards. There you go. They'll help you. Use them as a guide. Film the coppers. What is going on out there in the land of the unfree America? Everybody do me a favor, hit the like button right down there, that thumbs up button right there. If you would, pretty please, with sugar and cherries on top. We have a lot to cover. That's why I cut this off, because I'm listening to it and I'm like, you know what? Number one, I need a new one of those. But number two, we have a lot to cover. So what is going on? Do me a favor, everybody, put down in the comment section OTVO, which stands for Overturn Terry versus Ohio. You know what it sounds like. It sounds like OTVO. I'm looking at the comment section watching OTVO, because Terry versus Ohio does 4 things that you need to be able to cite off the top of your head. Number one, it puts officer safety over all of our rights. Number two, it creates that reasonable, articulable, suspicious term that never existed before. Number three, it allows cops to run up and grab you and pat you down, which now equals a POW style arrest as they detain you. The fourth one, which makes it so they can put you in torture cuffs and arrest you immediately on site, which that's what Terry versus Ohio does. And you should be able to recite that quickly. So let's start it off with that. I was painting today, obviously. So let's start this off by taking a look at that. We have a ton to cover, but I want to show you guys this. I saw this on We the People University. And right here, it says, in your opinion, let me open this bad chicken big so you can see it. And right here, We the People University, 6,000 votes. So I think if you're watching this, you should get over there and vote. And the choices that he gave are Heenan versus North Carolina, Pennsylvania versus Mims, and Terry versus Ohio. And so I thought that I think that everybody pretty much understands that the jurisprudence of Terry versus Ohio, officer safety, is the jurisprudence used in Pennsylvania versus Mims. You can't have Pennsylvania versus Mims without having Terry versus Ohio, because Terry versus Ohio is a landmark Supreme Court case, meaning that there's other cases. This is also a landmark Supreme Court case, but it couldn't exist without Terry versus Ohio. Do you guys understand that? So you can't have Terry versus Ohio. You can't have Pennsylvania versus Mims if Terry versus Ohio didn't exist. And so then I liked it. I like We the People. He really does a nice job. And I put information, Pennsylvania versus Mims essentially is Terry versus Ohio. The jurisprudence of Mims is Terry. Without Terry, there is no Mims. Get rid of Terry, and Mims has no legs to stand on, and both fall. So, and then I didn't see the discussion going on over here. I just wanted to, yeah, I mean, so you guys can get into this, but you guys should get over here and vote on this case and let people know that. I'll put the link in the chat for you right now. Give me 1 second. I will put the link in the chat for you. There it is. Now you can go vote and explain to them that this thing called jurisprudence, and that's how it's, be as respectful and nice as you can, and tell the other people that you can't have Pennsylvania versus Mims if you don't have Terry versus Ohio first. So we saw this. I saw this come up, and I just wanted to show it. Oops, that's not the right one. it's where, one second, let me come back to you guys. Let me see who's in the room. I did not do any shout outs. What is going on? Jody, how are you? Plead the Fifth is here. Yes, I voted OTVO. The other side is here. Alan Hubbs, good to see you. Good to see you. KT, James, what is going on? April, how are you? Good to see you, April. Thank you for coming. Anthony, what, I just voted on Terry versus Ohio, right on. Well, it's true. It is Terry versus Ohio by a mile. What is going on? Joel, how are you, buddy? Good to see you. Good to see everybody. Good to see everybody. So I wanted to show you guys this video of this. Well, no, that's not. I'm just going to show my history here. I want to show you this video where this guy, he doesn't have. One second. My computer is doing something funny here. Super frustrating. This was Manuel Mata's body camera that I wanted to see.
Over there when I asked
Adam, 8:30. I need a new sheet, please.
This is Manuel Mata's arrest. I wanted to cover this. It'll take about 20, 30 seconds for the camera to come on, the audio to come on.
Sheriff's already on the scene.
Stop. You were walking in the roadway. Turn around, put your hands behind your back.
For what?
Walking in the roadway when a sidewalk is provided.
Look what you're doing to me. Don't stop my recording.
I'm gonna let it record.
Yeah, it's you have to. This is detainment.
No,
It's a detainment.
this is an arrest.
For what?
Walking in the roadway.
Good luck with that. This is retaliation. I need your supervisor. Call your supervisor. This
You will
is
be able to
retaliation.
speak with the sergeant at the jail.
Nah, I need your supervisor.
My supervisor's
Don't
not
stop
at
my
work today.
recording. Do not turn it off.
Lucky for you, my recording is going.
Nah.
So we're going to watch this, but I want you to pay very close attention to what the cop says.
You were walking in the roadway. Turn around, put your hands behind your back.
You were walking in the roadway. Now that is going to have real consequences for Manuel from my perspective.
What?
Walking in the roadway when a sidewalk is provided.
Look what you're doing to me. Don't stop my recording.
I'm gonna let it record.
Yeah, it's you have to. This is detainment.
No,
detainment.
this is an arrest.
For what?
Walking in the roadway.
Good luck with that. This is retaliation. I need your supervisor.
Okay, so now why is that relevant? Because in the 2019 case of Nivs versus Bartlett, we just saw clearly they're retaliating against him, right? We saw it, and they say you walked in the roadway. Russell Bartlett was arrested by Alaska State Troopers Lewis Neves and Bryce Waite for disorderly conduct and harassment. Bartlett subsequently sued the officer for damages under 42-1983, making claims of false arrest and imprisonment, excessive force, malicious prosecution, and a retaliatory arrest. The district court granted summary judgment to the officers on all claims. The U.S. Court of Appeals for the Ninth Circuit reversed the district court's ruling on the retaliatory arrest claim, explaining that under its own precedents, a showing of probable cause did not preclude a claim of retaliatory arrest. The appellate court noted that in the 2012 case, the U.S. Supreme Court had clarified its decision in Hartman versus Moore, which held up that a plaintiff could not make a retaliatory prosecution claim if the charges were supported by probable cause. What's the probable cause here? The cop is saying that Manuel walked in the road. Did not necessarily extend to retaliatory arrest. And since the Ninth Circuit had held that a plaintiff could make a retaliatory arrest, even if the arresting officer had probable cause. So the question became the constitutional question whether the Supreme Court will hear the case. Does probable cause defeat a First Amendment retaliatory arrest claim under U.S. Code 42, 1983? And all except for Sonia Mayor would say the presence of a probable cause for an arrest defeats a First Amendment retaliation claim as a matter of law. So that's it right there. I mean, we can keep going. To prevail on a First Amendment retaliatory arrest claim, the plaintiff must show that the official acted with a retaliatory motive and that the motive was before the cause of the plaintiff's injury. So if the police can charge you with a crime, then it's not a retaliatory arrest. So he's saying that he can arrest him because he walked in the street. And we all know about Atwater versus City of Lago Vista.
Body cam stopped.
Yeah, from over our supervisor.
My supervisor's
Don't
not at
stop
work
my
today.
recording. Do not turn it off.
Lucky for you, my recording is going.
Nah, y'all fucked
Seize
up.
that phone.
Retaliation.
Okay.
Good luck with it.
Okay.
Well, y'all taking me for a ticket. Understand what y'all doing? It's illegal what y'all doing.
You sure?
Y'all just mad because
You
what
want to
I
see
said.
how illegal it is?
You go ahead.
We'll see how
Do
illegal
what
it
you
is.
want.
Spread
Do
your
what you
feet.
want.
Spread your feet.
I don't consent to illegal searches and seizures.
Okay.
I need your supervisor. Look what you're doing to my arm.
It is called maintaining control of the arrested person
No. Why am I under arrest?
for walking in the roadway when a sidewalk is provided.
I was crossing the street. I was recording you on my live. That's why you stopped it. That's why y'all stopped my recording. No, the mine. What you just did is illegal. I'm protected. It's illegal.
Well, he's an adult. He doesn't need you.
Yeah, that's who I'm with. Nah, she doesn't.
Okay, so now this is going to be the 2001 case of Atwater versus City of Lago Vista. In the 2001 case, now remember this case, let's just get the facts of it down. Under Texas law, it's a misdemeanor punishable by only a fine, either for a front seat passenger in a car equipped with safety belts not to wear one, for the driver to fail to secure any small child riding in the front. In 1997, Gail Atwater was driving her truck in Lago Vista. Neither of Atwater's children, who were sitting in the front seat, were wearing seatbelts. Lago Vista policeman Bart Turek observed the violations and pulled Atwater over. Ultimately, Atwater was handcuffed, placed in jail, and released on bond. Atwater then filed suit that Turek's actions violated her Fourth Amendment right to be free of unreasonable searches and seizure. In granting the city summary judgment, the district court ruled the claim meritless. In affirming, the en banc court of appeals held that the arrest was not unreasonable under the Fourth Amendment purposes because no one disputed that Turek had probable cause, because she wasn't wearing seatbelt. The probable cause was the law being broken, to arrest Atwater, and there was no evidence the arrest was conducted in an extraordinary manner. I always find that so funny when I read that, because every arrest is extraordinary. Put a one in the chat if every arrest for you has been extraordinary. Unusually harmful to Atwater's privacy industry. So now the question was, does the Fourth Amendment, either by incorporating common law restrictions on misdemeanor arrests or otherwise, limit a police officer's authority to arrest without warrant for minor criminal offenses? And there it is, the conservatives once again. Okay, and what do they say? And Souter, he still has children who are alive. In a 5-4 opinion delivered by Justice David Souter, I think he's still alive, the court held that the Fourth Amendment does not forbid a warrantless arrest of a minor criminal offense, like crossing the road, such as a misdemeanor seatbelt violation, punishable only by a fine. This was the quote that it's in my ebook online. If an officer has probable cause to believe, stop right there. We're going to keep reading it, but forgive me. If an officer has probable cause to believe, not probable cause, if he has probable cause to believe that an individual has committed even a very minor offense, a very minor criminal offense in his presence, he may, without violating the Fourth Amendment, arrest the offender. But that includes absolutely everything. That includes, forgive me, my mouth is dry tonight. That includes any offense, includes crossing the street where there's a crosswalk available. And now Manuel Mata is in jail because of a combination of 2 different Supreme Court holdings. What is going on? How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? There's just so many videos I want to cover that I have not had a chance. Chevy, what's up, Playboy? What's up, Playboy? What is going on? James, how are you? April, how are you? Good to see you. I'm so glad you guys came. Thank you, Jacob. I'm glad you came. Plead the Fifth, giving out some memberships. Thank you. I appreciate it. Mega Moopa is a new member. Everybody, welcome, Meg. Welcome to Team DLZ. Welcome to Team DLZ. Can you guys put, if you've been here a lot and you're a member of Team DLZ, can you put Team DLZ in the chat? If you're a member, that would be absolutely fantastic. Bruce, what is going on, my friend? How are you? Good to see everybody. There is a lot of videos to cover, and I wanted to cover this video. We haven't seen it in a while, and it might be something worth revisiting. Remember this guy? Does everybody remember this? This is a great video.
So I'm driving Uber, and my passenger's getting arrested.
Hey, Bob, turn that off, okay?
No, I'll keep recording. Thank you. It's my right.
Don't record me. You got me?
I will look. You're a police officer on duty. I can record you. And if you come to this side of the vehicle,
Careful,
I
because
can
there's
keep
a new
recording
law.
you.
Turn it off.
I can keep
Turn it
recording
off.
you.
Turn it off and take it jail.
For recording you, I'm
Yes.
sitting in my car
There's a new
holding
law,
my
you're not allowed
phone.
to record me.
What is the law?
Step out of the car.
What are you arresting me for? I'm sitting here in my car. I'm just recording in case anything
Step out of the
happens.
car.
I'm surrounded by 5 police officers.
You're being a jerk.
I'm scared right now. I'm not being a jerk.
Yeah.
I'm recording it in case anything happens.
So you better hope they don't find something in your car, okay?
They're not searching my car
Well, I'm going
because
to search your car.
you're not searching my car.
72 kid, roll canine this way, please.
Bring the canines. I don't care, man.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
I know my rights.
I hope so. I know what the law is.
I know the law. I'm an attorney, so I would hope I know the law.
And an Uber driver?
And here, man,
And an Uber driver.
you want my bar card?
And not.
So he's an attorney, and in your trifold, you heard him say, roll the canine, get the canine out there. Well, in your trifold right here, cop extends the stop. The 2018 case of Rodriguez versus United States says that cops cannot extend a stop without probable cause or reasonable articulable suspicion. So if you're in that situation, he says he's going to call a canine dog out, you would then be able to challenge him, of course, if you have everything on camera and you say, what's your reasonable articulable suspicion that I have chemicals? Now, in this particular case, they're arresting his passenger for having chemicals or being at a particular house that has chemicals. So they're going to say that this is the reason why we had reasonable articulable suspicion that there could be a chemical in the car. So I think if this was you and you were pulled over and the cop tried to extend the stop to call a canine dog out, then you would be able to say, Officer Rodriguez versus United States says that you cannot extend the stop to call a drug dog out without reasonable articulable. And my intro, just so you guys, just a little side note here, a little caveat. My side note, my introduction that I do after being through the legal system and how harsh and horrible and brutal and inhumane the system is to people who get incarcerated. I want to teach a more calm, kind, gentle way to use your trifold. So when I see the intro come in sometimes, I just think to myself, as much as I know that at least half of these guys are evil demons, you're not going to change my opinion on that, no matter what. And yesterday when I spoke to Flex Your Freedom, he said even more, like 95%. However, the way that I do it, other people may emulate. And when I was doing all the research I was doing, and I studied a guy named Kantian theory, he had this thing called categorical imperative. And so what that meant, and part of his philosophy was that if it's good for you to do, then it's good for absolutely everybody to do. So if you want to throw a banana peel out your window, that's fine. As long as everybody can throw a banana peel out the window today, right now, at the same time. And so with this amount of people going to jail in the First Amendment auditing community and people who film police, I think that I should teach a more for the masses. If I want to be controversial and if I want to press my First Amendment rights and I'm an activist, then that's what I'm going to do. But I want you guys to do it a little bit more toned down and get out of that situation. I just was in jail for 4 months for filming a cop and being a jerk in court, and the judge being unbiased and unprincipled. And I just lived it. And I don't want you guys to live what I went through. I do not. Do I still feel the same way? You guys tell me, Team DLZ. Do you think I still feel the same way? I absolutely do. But I don't want to give you tools that could hurt you. That when you go to court and you get a DA and a judge and they're going to prosecute you and they see you on video being hostile and aggressive, I don't want you to go to jail. There's something I want to say, but I want to say it properly, okay? Somebody just contacted me today about somebody or something. Somebody could go to jail, somebody that I have known in this world. And it's a bad person. It's a very bad person. And I said, as much as that person is a bad person, I don't know how quick I am to want to say, put that person in jail. I just lived it. Jails should be for people who physically hurt other people or physically threaten them with a gun that they're going to hurt them, terrorize people, things like that. But so anyway, I'm sorry for the long interruption, but when you do use the trifold, this was the whole point of why I stopped the video. Well, I was showing you Rodriguez versus United States. But when you do talk to these coppers and you're using the trifold, I want you to be really monotone. You can be respectful. The big thing I want you to do, I want you to keep that camera right there, then use it. Officer Rodriguez versus United States says that you cannot extend this stop without reasonable articulable suspicion of a crime. So can you please let me go now? That's the way I want you to handle it. And I'm going to go over each one of these in a car over the next couple of days, but I'm doing blah blah blah. I'm doing a little bit better than that. All right, let's get back to the video.
Bring the canines. I don't care, man. I know my rights.
I hope so. I know what the law is.
I know the law. I'm an attorney, so I would hope I know the law.
And an Uber driver?
And here, man.
And an Uber driver.
You want my bar card?
Come on.
Shoes on, bud. Go put your shoes on. Yes, sir.
Guess they're bringing the canines.
You take care of that.
Sir, can you tell me what this new law is that I'm not allowed to record?
I'm sorry?
He said that there's a law I'm not allowed to record the police. I just wanted to know what that new law is.
Well, you said you were an attorney, correct?
I am. I've never heard of this law that you're not allowed to record the police anymore. It must be brand new.
Okay, well, they just recently passed it, so.
Like super recently? It seems like a strange law.
It seems like the police are lying. Put a one in the chat if these cops are lying.
Man, I showed him my way bill. I really am just driving Uber for some extra money. I don't know where these people are going to and from.
Really about 80.
Are these his?
From the area?
Probably, they're not mine.
I do mostly.
I have nothing in my car. There's no drugs. There's no alcohol.
I didn't say you did.
Okay, well, the other officer told me he's taking me to jail. So
Did I say that?
no, your friend said that.
Okay. My friend?
I
You mean
assume
the sergeant?
You mean if he put me in cuffs, you wouldn't help him?
the sergeant, your friend, somebody.
Okay. This yours or his?
Probably his. Nothing is that's in here is mine. That's sitting right there.
No, everything.
Just a cigarette?
They still have my license, my registration.
Right.
It's okay with you if I drink my Powerade?
So let me tell you, Mega Moopa, let me tell you what's going on. So I just want to address what Mega Moopa said. Even if there was this or that, who cares? Well, none of us support impaired driving. None of us support that. But let me explain to you what's happening inside the jails. What's going on is they are arresting any sort of chemical offender. I don't want to list them because YouTube China will demonetize and age restrict my video, and I don't want that to happen. So what they're doing is if he had any sort of paraphernalia for any sort of chemical or even a speck of a chemical in his car, they would arrest him, impound his car, take him down to the dungeon, and then they would hope that he had some sort of addiction so that he could then go on Big Pharma's substitute for meth or H or any chemical. Big Pharma has a alternate for it. Subutex, methadone, and there's one more. I can't remember the name off the top of my head. But that's what they're doing. One by one, each person that is getting caught with anything is getting put in the dungeon, and then they're getting a replacement chemical that's funded by you and me. And then that person right there is an addict for the rest of their life. And they're going to stay on this Subutex, which really is just a temporary high for a very short period of time. And then that person sleeps for 12 to 18 hours. And then they wake up again and they take the Subutex, and then they're high for a minute and then they sleep for 16 hours. That's what it does. I just saw it. It's a great big pharma scam. It's going on right now inside of every jail in the United States of America. That's what's happening. That's why they're hoping they can arrest him for some sort of chemical and hope that he is an addict.
Still have my license, my registration. It's okay with you if I drink my Powerade?
I do know this.
I never know where I'm taking my passengers, man. They just type in an address, I drive them to there.
You don't mind me asking, where'd you pick him up from?
404 Thrasher, drove him over to here. He told me he's picking up a paycheck, and I'm driving him back. Yeah. He said he works as a dog groomer, and that's his manager that pays him every week that he's going to pick it up from. Next thing I know, I'm surrounded by police.
Are you from the area here? You live here in Wilmington?
Yeah, I live here. I work at the courthouse.
You work at the courthouse?
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
How long have you been an Uber driver?
Mr. St. Pierre. A year and a half, 2 years maybe.
Have you been stopped a lot? It's probably why you've been stopped, because you're an Uber driver, right? Because there's a lot of history on the vehicle.
On this vehicle, there's history?
Yeah.
Not that I know of.
Okay. All right. So here's your license. We're going to wait for K9 because I don't know if he might have dumped something under the seat and you don't want us to look. So we're just going to have K9 come out and smell. And if they do an indication, if not, then you'll be on your way, okay, sir?
Okay. I mean,
we're at 5 minutes right here. We're going to finish this confrontation in 1 second. So this is what's going on. It's going across the country. They are creating substitutes for chemicals, and that's what's happening. You can Google it yourself and take a look, but that's what's happening. I saw it myself in the dungeon. Do you see? It's happening. That's what's going on. And that chemical replacement is funded by you and I.
So I'm driving Uber.
We're 5 minutes on this bad chicken.
Probably why you've been stopped.
He said he works as a dog groomer, and that's his manager that pays him every week. That he's going to pick it up from. Next thing I know, I'm surrounded by police.
Are you from the area here? You live here in Wilmington?
Yeah, I live here. I work at the courthouse.
You work at the courthouse?
Yeah.
Mr. Bright,
Yes.
how long you been an Uber driver?
Mr. St. Pierre. A year and a half, 2 years maybe.
Have you been stopped a lot? It's probably why you've been stopped, because you're an Uber driver, right? Because there's a lot of history on the vehicle.
On this vehicle, there's history?
Yeah.
Not that I know of.
Okay. All right. So here's your license. We're going to wait for K9 because I don't know if he might have dumped something under the seat and you don't want us to look. So we're just going to have K9 come out and smell. And if they do an indication, if not, then you'll be on your way, okay, sir?
Okay. I mean, if he threw something under the seat, it still has nothing to do with me. Like.
Okay, but it's in your car. I'm not saying it has anything to do with you, sir. I've never said that, did I?
No, I feel like
question.
someone's going to be under the car and you're going to say, I'm the driver, it's my vehicle, I'm responsible.
Negative, sir. I've never said that to you.
Okay.
Well, it's not outside of the range of what you have done previously to other people. That's simply not true. Of course, he should be rightfully concerned about what you may or may not say or do to him.
Okay.
Can you understand my frustration? I'm
Sure
just
I
at
do.
work.
I should.
I
I absolutely do.
All
What's
right.
your registration? Just hold on a minute, okay?
Thanks, man.
All right.
Can I look under my seat?
Pardon me?
Can I look under my seat to see if he threw anything under there?
Not right now.
Okay.
Yeah. What's your address on what's your address here? Is it on your registration?
Yeah. 4521 Yes Strokes.
All right, cool. All right. Make sure you get your
License changed?
Yeah.
So I'm maintaining 2
Are you a
active
student?
addresses. I get paid out to I work at the courthouse here,
Okay.
but I get paychecks sent to Raleigh, so I have to maintain a Raleigh
What
address.
courtroom you work? You work at 317?
317 or
I think
200.
I've seen you there. Yeah.
Or I'm in courtroom.
Okay.
I mean, I've been in that courtroom for like around 3 years now. So
Yeah. Okay.
probably
Why
seen
you
me
look
out there.
familiar to me? Yeah. You just dressed different.
Usually in a suit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to come right back to that, but you have to understand why that Uber driver was concerned. In the 2003 case of Maryland versus Pringle, a police officer stopped a car for speeding, searched the car, and seized money from the glove compartment and chemicals from behind the back seat armrest. The officer arrested the 3 occupants and denied ownership of the chemicals and the money. A state court sentenced Pringle, the front seat passenger, for possessing and intending to distribute chemicals after he signed a written confession. The state appellate court reversed his conviction, holding that the mere finding of chemicals in the back seat of the armrest, Pringle was in the front seat, and it was being driven by the owner, was insufficient to establish probable cause for arresting him. So then the constitutional question is, does an arrest of a front seat passenger in a car driven by its owner, after police find chemicals in the back seat, lack probable cause under the Fourth Amendment of unreasonable search and seizure? A unanimous court said no. Doesn't matter where you're sitting in the car. In a unanimous opinion delivered by Chief William Rehnquist, the court ruled that because the officer had probable cause to arrest Pringle, the arrest did not violate the Fourth Amendment. The court reasoned that a reasonable officer could conclude there was probable cause to believe, again, you're seeing that term, probable cause to believe, but not probable cause, that Pringle committed the crime of possession of a chemical.
Do anything under there?
Not right now.
Okay.
Yeah. What's your address on what's your address here? Is it on your registration?
Yeah. 4521 Yes Strokes.
All right, cool. All right. Make sure you get your
License changed?
Yeah.
So I'm maintaining 2
Are you a
active
student?
addresses. I get paid out to I work at the courthouse here,
Okay.
but I get paychecks sent to Raleigh, so I have to maintain a Raleigh
What
address.
courtroom you work in? You work at 317?
317 or
I think
200.
I've seen you there.
Or
Yeah.
I'm in courtroom.
Okay.
I mean, I've been in that courtroom for like around 3 years now. So
Yeah. Okay.
probably
Why
seen
you
me
look
out there.
familiar to me? Yeah. You just dressed different.
Usually in a suit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Make sure you get that changed if you're going to stay in this area, though. Okay.
On the license? have it changed?
Yeah, it shows Raleigh.
So I still have all my paychecks sent to Raleigh, so they told me to just keep a Raleigh active address. Does it make
Are
a
you
difference?
keeping 2 addresses?
Yeah, I'm keeping
Yeah,
2
you're
addresses.
You'll be fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Because yeah, that's still an active address that I received
Yeah, that's
mail
cool.
at.
That'll work.
All right.
Just give us a minute, okay?
See, I don't recommend saying all those words. I don't think it's unreasonable to make the clear statement on camera that you're an Uber driver and I have a call log that can easily be traced back. And at that point, I think that I would then say, I'm going to invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. And I would make sure that I had my camera running the whole time. He has his camera running and he's doing a great job. And he did a fantastic job. How calm he kept. I just don't know if I would want to give a cop my address and start having a conversation about where I live. Is this my address? I have 2 residencies. I think I would, especially because he's an attorney, and try it respectfully, officer. I'm going to invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent during this. I will divulge I'm an Uber driver. I have an Uber log. I picked this guy up doing an Uber ride. That's the only statement I will make. Other than that, I'm going to stand firm on my rights respectfully and respect your authority to do your job while I invoke my Fifth Amendment right. That's what I would do. And if he says you have to get out of the car, as you know, Pennsylvania versus Mims, but your trifold is designed, flip that trifold open. If he's going to say get out of the car in the name of officer safety, you say that's fine, officer. I will get out of the car, no problem. I have a right to film police. It's upheld by 2 different court cases right there. But the most important one, officer, is that violating the First Amendment on camera removes the officer's qualified immunity, sir, as I'm backed up with my camera right there. Then I would say, I understand Pennsylvania versus Mims says I have to get out of the car in the name of officer safety. I'll be happy to step out of the vehicle for you now. That's how I want you to do it. If I could say, hey, let me bestow this upon you, that's the way I would want you to do it. If imagine, this feeling, what you're going through here is so vicious and so brutal. We all know what it feels like.
Use Uber a lot? Actually, I do. Is it cheaper to cab? Yes, sir. Okay. You can stay on my phone. But I am working on it. I hear you. So,
Remember that Maryland versus Pringle. If someone gets in the car with you and they have something in their pocket and then they ditch it on the floorboard when you get pulled over, that could be you.
know where you go. Where you're at. I know. We know. Problem is, he don't know. You know what I mean?
Pretty slow, huh? And then that's it.
An attorney is speaking out after what happened when he tried to record 2 officers during a traffic stop last.
The foundation.
Thank you.
On February 20th,
We saw that.
he says the Wilmington.
I explained that I was just an Uber driver and that, my passenger, I don't even know him.
He says the Wilmington police officer told Bright he had just taken his passenger to a known drug house.
Yeah, they questioned me about, what I was doing there. Didn't seem to believe that I was an Uber driver.
Then he says the officer noticed Bright was recording.
Turn it off.
I can keep
Turn it
recording
off.
you.
Turn it off and take it to jail.
Sergeant Becker told me it was illegal to film the police, told me to turn it off or he would take me to jail.
Bright did not stop.
I knew that he's just trying to coerce me to not film him anymore.
As an
He used to make videos. He hasn't made a video in 4 years.
attorney, Bright says he tells all his clients to record interactions with law enforcement.
I didn't want to see anybody get fired or anything come of this. I really just want people to understand their rights.
Bright said,
Well, he doesn't want anybody to get fired, but the real problem is that police are allowed to lie to us, which then makes us not respect them. Because if you lie, then no one's going to respect you because your lie is going to get proven. You're going to get caught in the lie. You will get caught. You always get caught, no matter what you do. Always. Maybe it didn't used to be a long time ago that you could get away with lying, but not in today's digital world. You cannot lie. And so these cops are caught lying on camera, and then people don't respect them. Lying to someone, it diminishes the trust between you, especially when we all know that you can record police and that he lied, that he absolutely lied. So I want to show you guys this next video. What is going on? Who got Dan Hanlon? What's going on? Playboy, Sacramento Liney. What is going on? Jacob, how are you? Mega Moopa, a new member. What is going on? April Rain. Nice to see you, April. KT, how are you? Small Miracle Garages. What is going on? Plead the Fifth with a super chat. What's up, Playboy? What's up, Playboy? What is going on? Jilly, how are you? It's nice to see you. I haven't seen you in a second. Sacramento Liney. Nice to see you. What is going on? What's the matter? You is here. Hoodies are in. Hoodies are in. The hoodies are badass. Go to my website, deletelaws.com. Go to deletelaws.com. Get a hoodie. The hoodies, it's that time of year right now. It's that time of year. Stoffel, what is going on? So I want to show you guys a video, Beef Supreme. What is going on? I saw Roy in here earlier. And Chevy, what's up, Playboy? Jeff hates pigs. Jeff hates pigs. Jeff hates pigs. Jeff hates pigs. Where are you? Jeff hates pigs. Call out to Jeff hates pigs. Jacob Varga. Yeah, but you're pretty confrontational guy, Jacob. I understand, I guess. What is going on? What is going on? Jason, how are you? What is going on? Good to see you, man. So I'm going to show you guys this video, but as you know, I'm going to have to limit how much I can show you because YouTube China will demonetize and age restrict this content. And as you know, I'm not going to sit here and complain about YouTube China. It is what it is. It is what it is. I can show you very limited parts of this, but I will show it to you anyway because I think you guys probably have already seen this. But this happened. This was a member of BLM, and there was rumors that she was a trans person, but she was not a trans person. I can only show you parts of this, and I have to stop it. And yeah, YouTube China will censorship tube. I will put this on my Patreon account, uncensored. So if you guys want to join my Patreon account at Delete Laws, it's just where I can put videos that aren't blurred, and you can support what I'm doing if you go to Patreon. So we're going to watch this, but I got to stop it at some points. I've already seen this. I watched this a couple of times just so I could get everything. And I'm not sure which version this is. This is the YouTube version, so maybe it's already censored. But the one I saw was on Reddit last night, and I watched it a few times. Okay, so.
Hi, man. I'm Officer Lou.
Hi. Oh, just so you guys know, this is a different version. I didn't see this one. I only saw.
Miss Wilson, can you talk to me real quick? Sydney, can you please talk to me? We just want to check on you, make sure you're okay, that's all. Sydney, you're not in trouble. Just want to talk to you real quick. Sydney, please. Miss Wilson, please. How are you?
So right there, she has a knife in her lower right hand. Do you see the butcher knife she has in her hand? So unfortunately, just for 1 second, I have to let this play, and I can't let you see it. I can't show it. Okay, so she just took a swipe at him with a knife, and now we can go right back to what we were watching. But you're not allowed to see someone swing a knife at another person or a cop.
Jesus Christ. Back up! No! Oh, yeah! Back up, back up. Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah! Hey, man.
Okay.
I got nothing to do. Please back up. Oh, yeah!
So he says, please back up.
Back up. Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah! Hey, man. I got nothing to do. Please back up. Oh, yeah!
So he said, please back up. And he could shoot her at this point. She's walking forward with a very large knife, and he could shoot her here. And he doesn't. And so instead, what's going to happen is he's not going to shoot her, and she's going to close the distance, and she's going to stab him right between the eyes. It's not going to kill him. It's just going to put a hole in his head, and he's going to start gushing blood. So that's what happens. Now, I can't show you that because if I do, YouTube will continue to kill my channel. So forgive me while I watch this for 1 second. I'll come
back
right
up! Back up!
And then he's going to shoot her. Okay, he shot her, and she's gone. Wait, let me let her fall down dead. Okay, she fell down dead. Now I can let you guys see it again. This is horrible. I'll put it on Patreon. I'm sorry.
Five to the one bubble. Single one. Shots fire.
What is your location?
322, apartment 322, 11830, Sunrise Valley. Start medic, please. The suspect's down. I need medical too.
Units are out, zip it open, fire department is en route.
Top 21 Bravo, show me a route to that.
So he got stabbed in the head, right between the eyes. They'll show it from another body camera angle that I saw.
531 Bravo.
Bravo.
Are you all inside the apartment still?
No, I'm in the hallway.
Direct.
Yeah, I mean, so here's there's a perspective here that we must examine. And if someone's running at you with a butcher knife, you're going to have to shoot them. I don't know if you have to shoot them in the head or shoot them in the chest, but you're going to have to shoot them somewhere. But it shouldn't have come to this anyway. I thought the cop hesitated. That was a big chick. He could have shot her in one of those legs. She would have went down like Ali. Like boom, she would have hit the ground. You get shot in the quad, poof, you still might die from getting shot in the quad. But he hesitated when someone was closing in on him with a huge knife. And he eventually did shoot her as he was running away. She gets him. I can't show it, obviously. And then he shoots her 6 times. She was not a man, Jilly. It was a woman. I looked it up last night. Yeah, it wasn't a man. It was a woman. She played college basketball for the women's team. And she was a woman then, too.
Man, you okay?
No, she's gone. I mean, I would have shot if it was me and someone that big was coming at me with a huge knife.
Fight to the Bravo. I need my kid, please.
Fair enough.
Can you turn off the bad music? So he goes through some dizzy spells here, and then he sits down on the ground.
Do you have injuries on you other than your face?
I don't know. I don't think so.
So he's got a stab wound right between his eyes. Pretty much, he's got a big gash where she gashed him right between the eyes. But notice what I found to be absolutely stunning was that nobody walked up with a piece of gauze and stuck it to close the hole from bleeding.
Is that the man she's at?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get, you're not cut anywhere. Where is she shot?
Multiple times, up the torso. I might shot her in the head. I'm not sure.
Good job. You hit?
I still like a cut somewhere in the head.
You good?
Yeah.
You okay?
I just might hit it.
Okay. Do you have an injury to your head?
I think she cut me in the head.
I'm sorry?
I think she cut me in the head.
She cut you in the head?
Yeah.
Okay. Take a rescue over here in just a second, okay?
Okay, Keegan's cold for fire department, they're asking again.
Yes, in this whole police have come out.
Okay, we did advise them, if they're, you can advise on injury for that.
UCB 41, I think is covered to the head.
Let's move it down.
There's nowhere to go. But he's injured, so let's come right in. Okay. So rescue just needs to come up. All right.
Well, let's see if you can move, right? What else? What else? What else?
Yeah. Good? Yeah, just like it.
This is hilarious. This guy's going to stand over the top of the man who's bleeding out the center of his head. He's never going to put on any blue murder gloves, grab a piece of gauze, and cover the gaping wound in the man's head. And he's going to stand there and look at him. Forgive me, I have to make this a reaction video. If you just stood over me when there's a hole in my head and you don't strap on a pair of those gloves you have and cover up the hole in my head, put pressure on the hole in my head, I don't really think you're a very good friend to me. If you're going to sit there and watch me bleed, I don't think that you really love me. I think that you might just CYA, cover your own ass. That's what he's doing right there. And he's no standard of care at all whatsoever for the fellow officer who's on the ground, and the fellow officer is in fact bleeding.
All right. Yeah. I think you got caught with a knife. They're gonna take care of you. You're good.
You're good.
Yeah, they should be coming up. They should know to come. Sorry? Yeah, you are. Yes, sir.
Gets so much better.
Okay, rescue's here. He's injured. I think he's knife.
Are you okay? Can you breathe? Yeah, I can breathe. Where were you stabbed? I said in the head. In the head? Yeah.
I got one neighbor who's not feeling.
Can you check him in? Yeah. All right, buddy. You guys see seals? Just the one spot there? No, I think so. Okay. Where is she shot? One right here, one right there.
Does he not look like Super Mario Brothers to you?
2 needle darts. You know what the darts are? They're a tan-looking pin thing. This right back here, this right back.
He's finally putting the gauze on.
Where at? So, no, the orange bag. Orange bag? Tan-looking things? Yep. Hey, that's on your forehead? All right. Once we go to do a pulse check, once we do that, we're moving her into the hallway, okay? Yes? Yes. All right, so how many total? 50. Yeah. All right. Your hand hurt too? No. So now I'm seeing, buddy, listen, grab the cut, coming down your forehead. I'm gonna deal with your eyebrow here in a second once I get a little fluid right back. Ready? We're gonna move. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Okay. Come down. And stop.
Right now. Hey, I didn't hold on.
Hello, kid. There's a bunch of golf right there at your feet.
Somebody have your gloves come out and pull.
Can somebody put that sleeve? Especially where.
I need BBM and give me the OCS.
We have to roll her. Clear the back. Let's see this.
You're laying there. You've been stabbed in the head. You had to kill somebody. He definitely killed her. No one helps you for the first 10 minutes. And then when the firefighter gets there, he's got to get some moisture for he doesn't cover the hole on your head. And then as you're laying there, you look up and there's a detective who's taking pictures of you and not really doing it nonchalantly either, just making you feel like you're an absolute specimen on the ground. Look at that. Not, he doesn't.
Go ahead and take this.
So then he takes the body camera. But why doesn't he walk up here? Why doesn't he walk up and say, hey, listen, I have to take a picture of you for the investigation. You know that, right? And the guy goes, yeah, no problem, right? But watch the creeper mentality. He's so used to being a creeper.
I need BBM and give me the OPS. We have to roll her. Clear the back.
Go ahead and take this.
So then this is the second copper's body-worn camera. He drives forever, and then he gets there, and he runs down the hallway.
Pete, get over here. Over here. All right, go back inside.
Someone came out. Okay, so I can't show it to you. You guys know that. I can't show it to you. YouTube China won't let me do it. You guys know that. YouTube China will shut down the channel. They'll give me a community guideline strike for me showing you what's happening in real life. You can't see it. Can't see it here. Sorry. It's just so absolutely unbelievable. Let me see what I do see, and I'll bring it right back. I'll see if I can show you the whole.
Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay?
So he's okay. Let me see.
Okay.
Let me see if
Do you have any other injuries? Do you have any other gloves? I don't have any other gloves.
He's only got one pair of murder gloves on him. And then they start CPR. No, I can't show you any of it. I'm sorry. So there's the end of it. But the other officer starts CPR on this woman like a madman, and he doesn't. She's dead as a doornail. It's absolutely pointless. So, but they got to do it for the camera because she's completely gone. She's already passed the gasping and the body convulsions, and she's already past that point when that detective runs up and begins CPR. She's already gone, completely gone, where her eyes are bugged out and she's gone. If you've ever seen someone who's passed before, she's gone. She's completely gone. So I want to show you guys this video from ABC. And if you're, let's say hello to a few people first. What is going on? What is XX Mana? What's going on? Daniel, what is going on? How are you? Daniel, I got your address. I got to put you on the giveaway at the end of the show tonight. I didn't have you for last night's show. We'll do you for tonight's show. Okay. Bronson, what is going on? Anthony, how are you? Life under the microscope. What is going on? KP, Anthony, the transmission man is here, everybody. The transmission man is here. Milena, what is going on? If you want to put OTVO in the chat real quick, Overturn Terry versus Ohio. Put it in the chat for me real quick. That's what I'm talking about. And then I'll read off some names. Rip is here. Michael Dolan is here. Sacramento Liney is here. Stomper, what is going on? Sparky, what is going on? Rip. Justin S is here. Nice to see everybody. Dub Wubs, good to see you. Roy, good to see you. Mike. Tower Time, what's going on? Playboy. Kyle, what is going on? Plead the Fifth. Small Miracle Garages. Jilly, Jennifer Hill is here. What is going on? Team DLZ is in the house. Wow, a lot of Team DLZ members. I was painting today, painting the studio, trying to get this place dialed in. Northeast Colorado Cop Block is here. Chad Crum is here. Kimberly is here. What is going on, Kimberly? How are you? Unbelted Vortex, Rip. Man, all my rowdy friends are coming over tonight. I will come back. We'll do another roll call in just 1 minute.
I was confused. I was shocked. I was angry. I was scared. I was a lot of things, but I wasn't a criminal.
So you look at him, and man, he looks like just a regular nice guy. But look at the title of this video up here at the top. In Tempe, Arizona, an out-of-state police officer is arrested.
This is a police officer from Illinois. So why are we telling you about him? It's because he's now taken on Tempe Police Department. He believes he was stopped, arrested, and thrown in jail because he's black. Tonight, he's talking only to ABC 15 investigator Nicole Grigg.
There was a lot of people, a lot of cars. Every bar was open.
This was Jalen Woods' second time here. This is Mill Avenue and 6th Street, and you were right about here.
At this stoplight, that car is actually kind of similar to the one I was driving right there.
His first visit was just over a month ago on August 23rd.
I got my rental car and I drove to Tempe, and less than an hour later, I was in handcuffs and taken into jail.
That Friday night, horses and officers on bikes waiting on the corner. An officer on a bicycle rolled up to Jalen's window.
And that's when he informed me that I was being stopped for tripping my tires.
So I actually have your traffic ticket.
Mm-hmm.
What was the violation that they cited you with?
The violation here that I was cited with is exhibition of speed.
Have you heard of that?
Before that night, I never heard of it.
Exhibition of speed usually relates to street racing. Jalen says he felt the Tempe police officers treated him like he was a criminal.
I was confused. I wasn't too sure as to why. I didn't know what I did to warrant an arrest. They asked multiple times about guns and drugs in the vehicle. They also asked for jewelry, if there was any jewelry in the vehicle.
He says he even told the officers that he was also a fellow officer.
Oh no, once they are dressed up like G.I. Joe loser, and this is a reaction video, so I have to stop the video every couple seconds and react to it because of YouTube's policies. And they pulled him over for nothing. They pulled him over for absolutely nothing. For no reason at all whatsoever, the cops pulled him over. And he's black, and they get targeted more than white people. But remember, this is Tempe, Arizona, where they gave me a ticket for nothing.
I feel like that made matters even worse. Like, it made them want to escalate the situation even more because they didn't believe me.
Why do you think they didn't believe you?
Only thing I can think of is they might not be familiar with someone that looks like me, right?
Jalen was handcuffed, taken to the Tempe jail.
I feel like I was targeted and discriminated against because of my skin color. They didn't believe that I could be a police officer.
Jalen has since filed multiple internal complaints about the Tempe police officers he encountered.
Do you know what the police report says?
Yeah, from the prosecutor, when he read it to me, the police report says that they observed me make a left turn. They heard the tire squealing. He smelled freshly burnt rubber, and that I did some sort of fishtail as if I lost control of the vehicle.
Did that happen?
That's very far from the truth.
Would the body cam video show that happening?
It will not. The body camera video will not corroborate with that arrest report.
You want to see the body camera?
I would love to see the body camera footage.
I did request it, but it's going to be 14 months, they said.
Yes. So this is exactly what happened to me in Tempe. I got pulled over for making an illegal U-turn when the road was closed. I couldn't have seen the road was closed. And then when I tried to get the body camera, they told me it was going to be 16 months until I got it. Theirs was 14 months. Mine was 16 months. Trial came and went. I testified against the cop and said that's not true. I couldn't have possibly seen it. There was construction on the road. I should get the benefit of the doubt. Cop said nope, and then the judge ruled against me. It was total bullshit. And now this reporter tried to get the body cam footage, and she can't get it for 14 months. What kind of? I wonder why that is. Of course, we know why, because the case will come and go.
About until I will receive it.
If I was trying to cover up something, I would make you wait a long time too.
Tempe police tells us Jalen was arrested and booked because he did not meet their cite and release policy. But we looked at their moving and non-moving policies. It says physical arrests are only for DUIs, felonies, unlawful flight, and refusing to sign a citation. None of that fits Jalen's case. Tempe policy also says out-of-state violators will not be brought into the station to post bond as long as they will take care of the ticket.
There's no policy, right, that mandates them to pull over my vehicle. There's no policy that mandated them to order me out of my vehicle. There is no policy mandating them to arrest me.
So let me play this back again, and now I want you to put this in your own perspective here. Ready?
Right, that mandates them to pull over my vehicle.
Be brought into the station to post bond as long as they will take care of the ticket.
Now listen to this. And when I heard this the first time, I thought to myself, he's saying what every one of us is saying. And he is a copper in another city, in another state. And so he is butthurt because he didn't get the basic treatment that every person should get. But let me tell you something, copper. This is happening to every one of us in America, not just you. Now listen to the next 3 or 4 lines he says.
There's no policy, right, that mandates them to pull over my vehicle. There's no policy that mandated them to order me out of my vehicle. There is no policy mandating them to arrest me. There's also no policy mandating that my car gets impounded. So I think that is also a big question. Why did they deviate from the policy?
Oh, brother. Oh, brother. This is a reaction video. Let's react to that. Has that happened to you? They weren't supposed to pull you over for no reason. They weren't supposed to pull you out of the car for no reason. They weren't supposed to arrest you for no reason. They weren't supposed to impound your car for no reason. Has that happened to you? Is he not saying exactly what has happened to how many people here? Put a 1 in the chat if that has happened to you. If there was no reason for the cop to draw a gun on me, put a 1 in the chat. Easy for me. I've had the cops point guns at me 10 times. There's no reason for it. There's no reason to arrest me. There's no reason to cuff me. No reason to impound my car. I'm just taking a look at some of the comments here. It's hey, Roy, thanks for the memberships, man. I appreciate you sharing the love with people. God bless you. So Health Tandem said, I started watching the video earlier, but turned it off after getting annoyed by the cop's words. He's correct. But it shouldn't just be for a cop. It should be for every last one of us. Let's listen to the lines one more time. We'll come back.
Ordered me out of my vehicle to pull over. There's no policy, right, that mandates them to pull over my vehicle. There's
Amen.
no policy that mandated them to order me out of my vehicle.
Yep.
There is no policy mandating them to arrest me.
Exactly.
There's also no policy mandating that my car gets impounded.
Now you know how we
feel.
feel.
I think that is also a big question. Why did they deviate from the policy?
Well, let me tell you, brother, because they do it to everybody. I know they do it to black people more per capita for sure, but I know that they do it to absolutely everybody.
Because of the arrest, Jalen was temporarily removed of his police duties while his department back in Illinois investigated. He's now back on the job.
I was confused. I was shocked. I was angry. I was scared. I was a lot of things. But I wasn't a criminal.
Oh, now you know how we feel. Now you know how we feel, don't you, Copper? Now you know exactly how we feel.
I heard heard that.
Yeah, that was a tire squeal. So does that guy deserve to go to jail for that?
So let me explain it to you guys. So if you're not privy to what's going on, street racing has become a major phenomenon across the United States. Everywhere you go, small towns, especially medium-sized towns, and even now in huge cities, there's people who are street racing. That's what's going on. They're going out and they're whipping Brodies, closing down intersections, sometimes closing down the bridge and whipping Brodies and burning out, and people are filming it, and the kids are having a good time. We need to establish a place for them to go and do that, is what I feel needs to happen. If it's extraordinarily popular and fun for people to do this in their cars, then let's get them a place to go do it. So legislatures around the country, both state and not yet federally that I've heard of, are creating legislation like squealing your tires or exhibition of speed. And so police are now enforcing that on who? On everybody, as though you are a street racer. That's what's happening right now. That's why he just said, oh, tires squeal. Tires squeal on the streets. Unless you're blatantly doing something, then you should be left alone. But the law that they passed for street racers is going to creep into our lives.
Tempe police tell us their policy is now under review. And it turns out Tempe's case against Jalen wasn't a good one. Prosecutors dismissed it, saying there was not a reasonable likelihood of conviction. But it's possible that this case ends up in court, and that's because Jalen is also considering a lawsuit. I'm investigator Nicole Grigg, ABC 15, Arizona.
Jalen provided.
Great job, Nicole Grigg. That was awesome.
His version of events, and Nicole has followed up with Tempe. The city prosecutor's office says while securing a conviction in this case was not likely, the officer's decision in that moment to pull over the driver was reasonable. So what about the body camera?
Did you hear that? But did you hear what he said?
Nicole has followed up with Tempe. The city prosecutor's
office
says while securing a conviction in this case was not likely, the officer's decision in that moment to pull over the driver was reasonable.
It was reasonable to pull the driver over. The driver was the cop who didn't do anything wrong, and now he's crying.
On December 18th, 2022.
Let's get into it. Let's say hello to a few people in the community. Who's here? What's going on? What's going on? Let me get a roll call. OTVO, put it in the chat. Or JBTP, Jack, Boot, Thug, Pig, put it in the chat. What is going on? I just had a long day today. I had a long day. I was painting today, working today. I got paint on me still. I'm kind of disheveled still. I don't have everything in the right place where it's supposed to be yet. So I'm still a little bit trying to get everything done. There's so much going on right now. I wish I could. I will show you guys very soon. I apologize. It's taking so long. Everything's taking so long. But I just want to see who was in the room with OTVO. Bree Penniman is here. What is going on? The Chosen One. Chris Beaumont is here. Mikey B, my buddy. What is going on, Mikey B? Geo is here, everybody. What is going on, Geo? Stomper, how are you? Forrest Goodwin, what is going on? Brent is here, everybody. Nice to see. Listen, stick around. I'm going to give away some free trifolds at the end of this. If you have a trifold in your car, will you put a 1 in the chat for me? If you have a trifold, if you have a pair of Fifth Amendment cop cards, can you put a 1 in the chat? Let me just see how many people here have the trifold. Levi, I'm sending off yours. Yours didn't get shipped. I know you got it from last night. Yours will get shipped tomorrow, Levi. So will the other people who got free ones last night get shipped tomorrow. I shipped the ones over the weekend because I had a bunch from over the weekend. So I shipped off some from over the weekend. But Levi, I'm sending you off your free trifold tomorrow. Put a 1 in the chat if you have a trifold. Put a 2 in the chat if you need a trifold. What we're going to do is I'm going to give a few trifolds away at the end of this. I need a few people to buy trifolds so that I can give some away. I'm going to announce the people who buy a trifold. Go to deletelaws.com right now. Purchase a trifold, one that I mail to you. They all come with a tracking number. It's $11. It's priority mail only. That's the only way I ship now. Everybody has a tracking number. Go to deletelaws.com with a Z, get a trifold. And then what I'll do is, because you purchased one, I'm going to give some away right after we get done with this next video.
On December 18th, 2022, officers conducted a traffic stop on a vehicle for failing to display registration.
Does it? Can I open up the door? Hello.
Good morning. How are you today?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm excellent as always.
What was that?
I am excellent as always.
I'm Corporal Golf Shotgun, Sheriff's Office. The reason why I stopped you is the trailer doesn't have a tag and it doesn't appear the lights are working on it.
It's not working the light?
No.
Yeah.
Do you have your driver's license with you?
I don't have a driver's license.
No.
Do you have a supervisor?
I am a supervisor.
Fantastic.
Okay.
I accept your oath and bond and bind you to them.
Well, I appreciate that. Okay. Do you have a name or anything to identify yourself?
I'm not.
No. Okay. So I'm assuming you're a sovereign citizen.
Not really the citizen.
Not the citizen. Okay. Okay. So you don't have any registration paperwork, anything like that? No. Okay.
Slow traveler, not really.
No, I believe that. You seem pretty cool with me, so I'm going to be cool with you. Okay. I'm just going to run your VIN. Okay. Okay. You don't have anything to identify yourself as? You have a what?
Private.
Okay. What's your first name?
Private.
Private? Okay. What's the name you were born with that you were given at birth?
My name is Private.
What's your last name?
My name is Private.
Your name's Private? Okay.
Accept your oath and bond and bind
Okay.
you to them.
Well, appreciate that. But
Brian, I got your order. I'm going to give away a trifold tonight to somebody because you ordered a trifold. Brian, I got your order.
state of Florida, you're driving on our roadways. You got to identify yourself. You're traveling behind the wheel of the vehicle. You got to identify yourself.
State registered motor vehicle.
It's an unregistered motor vehicle.
And your system is released from that way to have private.
Take your next number. 10-4. He's going to be sovereign and not identifying himself. Do you have anything on that vehicle as far as an owner? Yeah.
You have to say, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. We're 2 minutes and 25 seconds into this right now. The 1915 case of Hendricks versus Maryland, a U.S. Supreme Court case that is created from an unelected body of black robe tyrants. But what they said here, Mr. Justice McReynolds entered the opinion of the court, but it says right here, the governor shall appoint a commissioner of motor vehicles with power to designate assistants who shall secure enforcement of the statute. Before any motor vehicle is operated upon the highways, the owner shall make a statement to the commissioner and procure a certificate of registration. Thereafter, it shall bear a plated number, numbered plate. This certificate and plate shall be evidence of authority for operating the machine during the current year. Code 133. Registration fees are fixed according to the horsepower, $6 when it's 20 or less, $12 when it's 20 to 40, and $18 when it's in excess of 40 horsepowers. No person shall drive a motor vehicle upon a highway until it has attained the cost of an operator's license, subject to revocation for cause. That right there is the law that says you have to have a license and you have to pay for a registration. If there was a bigger movement of millions of people and we all agreed that we would throw away our license plates and we would get rid of our driver's license, I would advise you we could fight for it because this is a Supreme Court case. The Constitution says we have the right to travel and we could fight that. But the people who are doing it are losing. What do you think is going to happen to this guy? What do you think right now? Tell me in the chat, what do you think is going to happen to the gentleman who we're watching right now?
On December 18th, 2022.
You want to make this easy on yourself before you end up in jail?
I accept the oath and bond and bind you to.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you being cooperative. Well, I wouldn't say cooperative, but you're calm. I appreciate that. I know.
It's a peaceful travel.
Okay.
Do I have a right to travel freely?
You have to have a driver's license in the state of Florida.
I'm not in the state of Florida.
Okay, well you are.
In the state of Florida, what is the state of Florida?
Okay, I'm not about to go into all that. Okay, so by Florida state statute, you have to have a driver's license. Correct.
To be a driver for the state.
And then you have to have a registered motor vehicle, which this is not registered. You don't have a driver's license.
In order for the state statutes to apply, the word must. That's what that means.
Okay. I'm not going to argue. I don't want to argue. It's not my first day either, but it's something that we can argue in court. Then.
I am not going to court, and I'm just saying that you take me to a magistrate if you wish, and I'll explain the situation with the magistrate.
Okay.
No, don't say that. Jeff, I got your order. Thanks, Jeff. I got your order. I appreciate it. So Jeff got a trifold. I'm going to give away 2 now. I'm going to give away 2. Well, I'm going to give away 3. I got Brian's order and I got Jeff's order, and I had Plead the Fifth gave a $50 donation. So I'm going to give away 3 trifolds when this video is over. If anybody else wants to get a trifold, buy a trifold, I'm going to give a trifold away. Who needs one in the chat? Let me know who needs a trifold shipped to them. You have to have a trifold in your car. Everybody has to have a trifold in your car. You have to use this with your phone, plead the Fifth Amendment, get everything on camera. If you do everything right and you still get arrested, we will bail you out of jail, Team DLZ. We will fund your attorney to get you out of the dungeon. So go to my website, deletelaws.com, and get a trifold right now. Go to deletelaws.com and get a trifold, and I will give whoever gets a trifold, I will give the next one to Alex Tate for mayor. That's what we'll do.
Do you want to go ahead and do that then?
Show me where to go.
Okay.
Travel people in the van.
No, we're not going to go in the van. You know that's not going to happen.
No,
this isn't your first rodeo. It's not my first rodeo. Okay.
Okay.
So, do you have anything? Where's your sovereign paperwork at? Because I know you usually carry paperwork with you.
It's packed in the back.
Packed in the back. Do you want to grab it?
No, because I don't want to get out. Because I don't trust you, and I'm not sure if you're a supervisor.
Okay, I have 2 stripes. That makes me a corporal, okay? So I am a supervisor on my squad. My sergeant's also coming. If you'd like to wait for him, we could. But I guarantee you, he's not going to be as nice as I am. Okay? He's a bigger and meaner guy than I am.
You know what nice means?
Cops escalating. It's escalating. It's escalating. What do you think is going to happen? What do you think is going to happen to this guy? What do you guys think? This is a reaction video. We have to make sure. And now Chevy put in for another trifold. So there's 4 trifolds I'm going to give away at the end of this broadcast. And then Plead the Fifth just threw in another one. So that's going to be 5 trifolds I'm going to give away at the end of this broadcast to people who need a trifold. And that's what I'm going to do. So stay tuned.
That means you're being polite and it's martial.
Just like you. You're being polite, right?
Yeah.
I'm being polite back. Okay. So I identify myself to you, but you're not going to identify yourself to me.
I'm not aware of or understand any thoughts of that happening. So,
okay. I stopped you for a lawful traffic stop, which states you must identify yourself.
In order to be subject to the jurisdiction. That's what that means.
Okay. So I'm assuming you've been arrested before then.
We can. Look, I don't want to purchase any war bonds. So there's no commercial benefit to take me to a judge to purchase war bonds. I always do that.
10-4. He's just stating his name's private and talking about war bonds.
I don't want to purchase any war bonds. I don't understand anything we're doing. I don't want to participate.
Okay. Well, right now you're not free to go. Just so you know that. Okay.
What is the cause?
My lawful traffic stop.
Okay, is that legal or law?
No. You know, at least this is bringing light to my day. It makes it interesting, right?
I can bring an amazing amount of light to your day. I'm not a bad guy.
Did I say you were a bad guy? I don't think you are.
Yeah, I'm not at all.
No, but
Am I harming you?
no, you're not.
Okay. I came here on a hunch.
You came here on a hunch?
Yeah, I don't work in this county, and someone called me, and I came here on a hunch that God said I should go this way. Now here I'm meeting you.
So you're a godly man.
Yeah. Maybe I am here to help you.
Do you go to church at all?
I'm way past that point.
Yeah.
You like it?
What was that?
I'd be happy to teach you, Bob. You wouldn't believe what it is or what it is. I don't teach it.
I don't teach what in church? I'm sorry. I have people talking in my ear.
Okay.
Well, do you go out and teach the Bible then, or not the Bible, but what you believe in God?
Yes.
Do you go out and preach that then to other people?
Those who yeah.
But you don't go to other people though to preach it. You just wait for people to come to you. Okay. Why don't you start your own type of church or something like that then?
You mean like a 508?
Night,
I
Anthony.
don't know. I don't know what a 508 is.
And corpse soul like the Vatican had. That is my plan. And my friend is coming in we're working.
Yeah. Where are you originally from?
Heaven.
From heaven?
Heaven sent.
So you're Jesus. You're risen from the dead and now you're reborn.
Yes.
Outstanding.
That is not at all how he's literally coming off crazy. He's coming off like he's mentally ill. Listen, I can't do this for you. I can get the trifold in your hand. James just sent me an email. I will ship you one off for free. If you can afford one, buy one. If you can't afford it, you can also email you. I may send you one back that's a one you can print at home, so you can give multiple copies out to friends and family. If you get the print at home one, you'll always have it. And whereas the indestructible one, you could lose it. One guy told me that he showed it to the cop and the cop kept his trifold and he didn't get his trifold back. I shipped him another one. But go to deletelaws.com, get a trifold right now. Get a trifold in your car. It comes with this fancy ass broccoli wad rubber band. Looks just like this. Get a trifold in your car right now. There's no better time than do it right now, because then what I'm going to do is I'm going to give one to someone else because you got one. That's the only way I can possibly do it with my business manager. That's the best thing I can do.
Do you know what that means?
Nope.
Okay.
Would you want to teach me?
I'd be happy to meet with the magistrate. The magistrate completely comprehensive.
So who is the magistrate?
Whoever you have working this weekend is your magistrate.
I don't have any magistrates. I don't work for a magistrate. I don't know. We don't have magistrates here.
You don't have a magistrate?
No.
Email me, put Wade on the subject line. Wade, and I will email you over a trifold before this broadcast ends.
No, not on call.
No.
Well, how do you charge anybody without a match?
We have a judge.
They can call us a judge.
Okay, fine. Yeah. Just like you have laws and whatever the heck you were talking about, we have laws and we have judges. And we have a jury. So here comes my sergeant. He's got one more stripe than I do.
Okay.
So he will, like I said.
What do you think is going to happen?
He's probably not going to be as nice as I am.
I hope he's more nice than you are.
Are you saying I'm not nice?
No, not at all. I'm just hoping that he is more nice.
I don't
What do you think is going to happen? Put it in the comment section. What do you think is going to happen?
know. He's kind of a mean-looking guy.
Where are we, by the way?
We are at 41 in Toledo Glade in Port Charlotte, Charlotte County, Florida, where I have jurisdiction. So this is Mr. Private.
Hello, Mr. Private. Sergeant Robert Gay, Shotgun Sheriff's Office.
I have a question.
He is sovereign.
Question.
He doesn't want to give his name. He says he has nothing to identify himself.
Okay.
Vehicle's unregistered.
Okay.
He says he's traveling.
I'm a non-belligerent, non-combatant private traveler. I accept your oath and bond and bond.
So, did you travel for you? You have to have a license. You have a valid license?
Valid
Yeah, valid driver's license.
Remember, I showed you this. It's the 1915 case of Maryland versus Hendricks. We saw Hendricks versus Maryland. We know the case law on this.
No, okay. All right, is the vehicle registered? Okay. All right, thank you.
Told you he's not as nice as I am. All right, stay put.
What is your first name?
Okay, Mr. Private. Not Mr.
You're gonna identify yourself.
Whatever. Okay, here. I'm not private. Here's the thing. I'm not. You're not. So you gave me a different name now? I'm not Mr. You gave me a false name? I'm not Mr. You just said you're not private. No, I'm sorry. Okay, private. So you're gonna step out of the car.
Does he have a tumor in his neck? I think he has a big tumor in his neck. Do you see that?
Do you know how this is gonna go? Can I call for it? No. So you can step out.
He does. He has a tumor in his neck. He's got a tumor. Sad.
If you want to step out. Anything I'm doing here is under protest and duress. Okay, that's fine. Under protest and duress. You're not complying, okay? So no, I'm not.
Why can't they just kick him on the street and say, we're taking your car and we're taking your trailer? Why does he have to go to jail? Because jail's a business. It's an industry.
I'm not fighting. That's fine. I understand the difference. Okay, I know.
I can see the law.
Yeah.
All right, there you go.
There we go. Come on out.
Perfect. All right, what's your step, sir? What's
All
your
my
step?
actions are under protest and duress.
Okay, that's fine.
I
Turn around for me.
Blind and bind, you know.
Poor dude has a huge tumor on his neck.
Told you this could went easy. I don't know why you chose to do this. Chose to do what? I can do
Want to do transport?
I'm not choosing.
I'll do whatever. Yeah, want to do transport? Do you want to take care of the tow sheet and the report?
Yeah, I'll take care of the report stuff.
All right, sir.
Okay. Yeah.
Sir?
Yeah.
All right. All right. All right.
209 Central.
West. Yeah. Whatever.
We'll have 11015 under John Doe for now until we get him up.
So he's going to go to jail for not hurting anybody. There it is. There it is. So, okay, let's check the email and let's see who we got. Excuse me. I have April. April, here's what we're doing. Listen, buying a trifold and I'm giving a trifold away. If you buy a trifold, I will give one to someone in the crowd. Let me see if we got any more sales. I have 5 so far from Super Chats and from people who bought them. So yeah, the last person I have is Jeff, and I have Brian and Jared. I have those 3. I need you guys a couple more. Let's get a couple more. I have 5 to give away right now. So the first one is going to be April, Tennessee. Let's go April, Tennessee. This is the one that I'm just going in chronological order, the emails that came in first. April in Tennessee. Just got a screenshot, and our keyword will be Johnson. Okay, April. So if you're in the audience, please let me know which your username is, because then you can come back in and we'll verify that I sent you a free trifold, because I will send you one in the mail. So let's identify, is April here? Can you guys identify April? Make sure we know who April is in the chat so that she can come back by the time she gets her trifold and say, hey, I got that trifold for free. And that's what I want to do. So there's April. Hopefully we can find her. April, Tennessee, in the chat. And then after April, we have Elizabeth. Elizabeth in Minnesota. Elizabeth, Minnesota. And our keyword will be river. There it is right there. I don't know if I can send you 4. I don't know if I can send you 4, but I can send you 1. I can send you 1, Elizabeth. She writes, I seriously could use 1 for myself and 3 adult children. Just 1, and my daughter can make copies at school. They have shut down my use of a printer at home. Let me send you, Elizabeth, let me send you 1 you can print. I'm gonna mail you 1, but then, Elizabeth, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna email you 1 that you can print at home. So here, Elizabeth, this will come from Delete Laws, RE print. You can have your daughter print 1. I don't know if I can give you 4, but I can mail you one. I'll give you one for free, Elizabeth. And then here, I'm emailing you. Everything I sell for free is in there it is. I just sent that to Elizabeth. So you will get that, Elizabeth. There it is. Grateful Dab said, Elizabeth, I can send you a printer. So, okay. So I think we have April, we have Elizabeth, Derek Morris. Derek Morris is in the crowd. I got you. There you are. Derek Morris, I got you. I got your address. Derek is in the crowd. So Derek, do me a favor. I'm going to send you off a trifold in the mail. Got a screenshot of your address. I'll put it in the mail tomorrow. I have 9 that I gave away last night for free. Those go out tomorrow as well. Those haven't gone out yet, but they will tomorrow. And then after Derek Morris, Derek, are you still in the crowd? Let me make sure you're still here. Is Derek Morris still here? Make sure. Plead the Fifth has donated. Like, Plead the Fifth, what is up with you? Thank you, my friend. Thank you so much for your. I mean, you're just off the hook. Plead the Fifth is off the hook. Thank you. Super grateful. I'm going to give away. So let me see how many total requests I have, and then we'll come back and revisit how many I'll give. So I've got April, Elizabeth, Derek, and now James Chamberlain. James Chamberlain was in the chat earlier. Taking a screenshot of your address. Got you. There it is. And we'll call you the street runner, James Chamberlain. So I got you. You're the next one. I'm going to give you a trifold away for free. Listen, I need you guys to go to deletelaws.com if you can afford it and buy one. I can't do it without you. I cannot do it without your help. I need to make sure that it balances out. I mean, Plead the Fifth is donating. It's absolutely awesome. Thank you, Plead the Fifth. Thank you, Chevy. Thank you guys who did donate. I super appreciate it. Super grateful. But the rest of you, especially if you don't have a trifold or you have a cousin or a brother who doesn't have one, go to my website and buy one so I can give more away. Every one of these people is going to get a free trifold from me, 100%. So James Chamberlain, I got you. So now I have April, Elizabeth, Derek, and James. And then Scott, are you the same Scott? Scott, I have one for you already. The box isn't next to me, but you were last night. I already gave you one for free, Scott. You already have one coming in the mail. What's up, Playboy? What's up? Why don't you wait for that first one to get to you, Scott? Scott, are you in the crowd? Scott, you are in the crowd, right? You have one coming already. Let me give one to someone who doesn't have one coming. Is that fair? Is that fair? Scott. Listen, nothing but love for you, Scott, but let's get the one I'm going to give you for free first and then take it from there. Yeah, that's right. Jennifer Hill last night bought one. So I said anybody who bought one last night and Jennifer Hill bought your trifold. So go to deletelaws.com, get a trifold in your car. If you, Chevy, Plead the Fifth. Holy smokes, you guys. Wow, too much, really. You guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you for your donations. I appreciate it. And then we have, so it's going to be Frankie in Texas. Frankie, are you in here? Frankie in Texas? No one's going to know who you are, Frank. Frank in Texas. I'm going to take a screenshot of this. There you go. So now, Frank in Texas, I'm going to send you one off. Is that you? There you are. Okay, cool. So Frank in Texas, come back in a week, however long it takes the trifold to get there. I didn't ship off the ones last night. I'm going to ship them off tomorrow. I shipped off the weekends, and there was a bunch from the weekend that I had to ship off that I was like, I can't get these because I got to, you know what I mean? It's a process. You got to pack them and ship. So, but I'll check Alex for Tater. I'll check your email. Plead the Fifth, still just dropping 5, 10, 20, 50, 100. Just Plead the Fifth, just dropping bombs. Just dropping bombs. Thanks. I got you. Hey, Coffin Nails, come back when you get it in the mail, okay? Come back when you get it. So I've got Coffin Nails coming out. Oh, Coffin Nails, are you 50? I'm 50. Okay, so then I have Chris in Missouri. I read your email. Chris says, I need a trifold. I can barely afford to keep my paid subscription to your channel, but I sure could use a trifold. We could use your help in this place in Missouri. It would be great. My name is Chris, and I live here in Missouri. Obviously, I'm not going to give you his address. So, Chris, I got you, man. Which one are you, Chris? Ryu Serious Audits. Good night, brother. Thank you for coming. Ryu Serious Audits. Thank you. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you, man. So, I'm not sure there's James Chamberlain. So, James, come back in a week. Give me 6 or 7 days, and you'll get it by then. You should have it within 4 or 5 days. But sometimes, because the weather going on right now in North Carolina, I got to notice today that some things are gonna be a little bit slow on the mail. Let me check orders. Someone has to buy a trifold if you guys can. I want to get as many out as I possibly can. I want to just keep on getting I want to get a trifold in every single car in this country. I'm just taking a look at orders and seeing if there's any new orders have come in, refreshing this bad chicken. And then okay, so I'm at Christopher. So let me read the list I have. Here's the ones I'm giving to people for free. Elizabeth B., Derek Morris, April, James Chamberlain, who's in the chat, Coffin Nails, and Chris in Texas. So that's 6. That's 6 so far. That is 6 so far that I'm putting in an envelope and I'm going to send to you. 6 so far that I'm putting in an envelope. Derek Morris gifted 5 memberships. Thanks, Derek. I appreciate you. Derek, I got your trifold coming in the mail. So, okay, cool. Yes, I am indeed. I was born in 1974, 9/11, 1974. Oh, April. What? Let me check my Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. What? April Rain. What is going on here? Let me check. Let me see what we got. Indeed, April Rain did. She sure did. And she said, for a trifold for anyone who needs it. Okay. There is another one. Thank you, April. Let me read off another name. I'm going to give another one away right now. So this will go to, okay, so now you have your full mailing address in there. Elizabeth B. Got you. And then Christopher Wade. Okay, Wade. But did you give me your shipping address as well? Because I was going to send you one in the mail. Did you give me your shipping address, Wade? Send me a shipping address. And here's Wade, you just sent me an email. I'm sending you everything I sell for free. My ebook, my poster, everything I sell for free. All of these are printouts. This is going to be the cop cards. There'll be the trifold. I'm sending you oh Lord, what is that? Oh, I'm in the wrong email address. Like a dunce cap. Like an absolute dunce cap. I am not easy on myself at all. Like, how could you be such a dunce cap? Like, what is your deal? So Wade, I'm sending you everything I sell for free right now. There that is. Okay. Wade back. Print this stuff out, Wade. Print it out. Print everything out I'm sending you. Print out multiple copies of the trifold. Give it to your friends. Give it to your family. There it is. I did it. Wade. Boom. Check your email. You got everything I sell for free in your email. Derek, April, thank you. I wanted to give away every young driver needs a trifold cop card. So we got to keep our kiddos alive. It is so true. Everybody has to have a trifold in their car. So Tower Time, that's your second one tonight. That's your second one tonight. Let me see who else we got in here. So we got Wade, and then we have B. Oh, goodness, B. Oh, B, you look absolutely beautiful. B is, yes. B in Hesperia. B in Hesperia. Yes, I'm going to send this to you, B. I'm going to put this in an envelope tomorrow, and I'll send it to you. Let me get a screenshot of your address. 100%. B is disabled. And I just got a screenshot of your address. Tonight, when I end the broadcast, I will sit and check every single screenshot I took. And B, I will send you a trifold out tomorrow. God bless you. You're absolutely beautiful. I'm so sorry that you're disabled. It's horrible. That must be so difficult. That must be so difficult. I am so sorry I know it's hard, B. I know it's hard. I know it's hard. Team DLZ for life, all the way. We have such a great Black Sheep, thanks for throwing in a super chat, man. I really appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Really appreciate it. Chevy, what's up, Playboy? What's going on with the Chevster? Have you guys seen Chevy's channel? Let me show you guys Chevy's channel just well. Let me see. I could probably do, so I have B. Let me read off the list of people that we have. This is Chevy's channel right here. I think this is allegedly, this is Chevy's channel. And he makes songs. And that's what he does. Chevy the songster. They made this song 3 hours ago. And here's the link to the channel right here.
Always torture, always bring the people down. Concrete face plan, stop resisting, stop resisting. Blue poop, big cop lie. Metal binds the wrist so tight. Freedom fades into the night. Cold and cruel, they digging deep. Chains that rob us of our sleep. Big cops are such cowards. Officer safety allows them to torture us. They dress up as G.I. Joe loser. Big cops are low IQ big cops.
Here's Chevy's channel. The link is in the chat.
Why? Torture cops are always torture. Justice turned into deceit. Shackles scrape against the beat. Liberty slips through our hands. Lost in torture's iron bands. Why? Concrete face plan, stop resisting, stop resisting. Blue blue big cop line. Torture cuffs are always torture. Handcuffs sprinkle ruthless sound. Freedom's voice now ironbound. Wrist sleeps, sorrow stifled screams. In this nightmare of extremes. Why? Metal binds the wrist so tight. Freedom fades into the night. Cold and cruel, they digging deep. Chains that rob us of our sleep. Big cops are such cowards. Officer safety allows them to torture us. They dress up as G.I. Joe loser. Big cops are low IQ greater cops.
I'll stop it. This is great, Chevy. Chevy gets to get his creative expression out while at the same time saying exactly how we all feel. Those words are so spot on. The lyrics are exactly correct. They're pushing our faces into the concrete. They're hurting us. They're torture cuffing us, putting us in chains, and then dragging us down to a dungeon, impounding our cars, stealing our money, charging us with crimes that affect the rest of our life. And then if you have any sort of crime on your record, whether you did it or not, whether you were in the right or you were in the wrong, then other people will say, oh, you're bad because you did this. And it's just not true. It's just not true. Did you make a mistake in life? You probably did. If you're a good person, you're a good person. Doesn't matter what someone wrote down on paper and said, oh, you now have the scarlet letter. You have an F on you forever. It's preposterous. There needs to be a felony removal program. That's just really how I feel. So there it is. There it is. Plead the fifth. Tom Shaw's here. What's going on, Tom? Good to see you. How are you? Brick Jonesy was here. Nice to see you. You have rights. Cops have duties. Levi, nice to see you. Oh, is that right, Bronson? You're a vocalist. You play every instrument. That's really cool. April, good to see you. Good to see you. KT. Okay, listen, I should get the flock out of here. I'm going to get the flock out of here. Very cool tune. Mix Tree B said, very cool tune. Plead the fifth. Listen, thanks for all the super chats. My brother, I really appreciate you. Tower Time. I know Tower Time donated and he also purchased a trifold for somebody. Let me know if you want. Actually, I sent you something in the mail today, Tower Time. I can't wait for you to get it. So yeah, Jennifer Hill was here. Claudette was here. Mikey B, Chevy. What's up, Playboy? Oh, check PayPal. What is up, Playboy? What is up with the Playboy? PayPal. Chevy rocks. That was absolutely awesome. Once again, another. All right, let me see if I have any more in the inbox, people who emailed me for a free trifold. Okay, so I got you, Hector. I got you. I understand. No problem. Nice. I'm happy to hear that. Let me check DLZ clips. Chevy Chevy sent in $100. Chevy sent in $100. So I'm going to give away another trifold, maybe two. I have. Oh, is that right? Oh, okay. Okay. Sorry, Scott. So Scott wrote in. Remember, I said, Scott, earlier, I sent you a free one. And he said, no, Chili, I've got the posters and the trifolds. I was hooking up a family member. Okay. Resend me your address, Scott. I'll send you one. Chevy just covered the cost of it. So I'm going to, Scott, shoot me your address again. So I have it. Send me another email, Scott. And then Chris V, I got you. Chris V, I got you in Missouri. Yeah, I got you one coming in. Let me see. And then Elizabeth, I got you coming to one. Our keyword was river. And let me check over on delete laws and see if anybody else contacted me. Sacramento Liney, I got you, man. Boom. Taking a screenshot right now. This is from Chevy. And Plead the Fifth, and from Tower Time and all the people, and from Black Sheep and all the people who donated. I'm going to give you one. I'm going to send you one out, Sacramento Liney. I got you. I just took a screenshot of your address. I got you, B. Got that coming in. Jason, do I have your shipping address? I don't know if I have your shipping address. I don't have your shipping address. If you're going to contact me, you're going to have your shipping address. There it is. Okay. I was waiting for Alec Tate for mayor. Got you. I'm taking a screenshot. I'm going to put a trifold in an envelope for you tomorrow and ship it out to you. There it is. Okay, so I think I have. Let me tell you how many we're giving away of trifolds that you guys donated. Some people bought a trifold. Only a couple people purchased trifolds tonight, which is a little strange. It was mostly donations, but thank you. I'm super grateful, and I'm happy to send these out to people. You guys, I'll read all your names. Let me read the names out loud. So we have Alec Tate for mayor. I'm sending you one. Sacramento Liney. We're going to go Bridget Hesperia, and then it was Christopher V in Missouri. Got you. Coffin Nails, I'm sending you out a free trifold. James Chamberlain, I'm sending you a free trifold. Derek Morris, what's up, Playboy? Longtime member of Team DLZ. Elizabeth, with the password being River. Elizabeth, River, you know what I'm talking about. It is in your address somewhere. And then April P from April Rain donated. So April P, I'm sending you a free trifold from April Rain. So April P in Tennessee, I'm sending you one out. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 trifolds I'm giving out. Let me see if there's any other. Let's try to do 10. Let me see if I can do 10. Let me see. There it is. I got Michael E in Ohio. Not sure. Let me see. Got a screenshot of it. That was sent 23 minutes ago. Michael E from Ohio. Are you in here? I'm sending you a free trifold. Michael E, I'm sending you a free trifold. So that's 10. That'll be 10. We'll be giving away 10 free trifolds tomorrow. That's how many people. Jennifer Hill, you are such a diehard supporter. Jennifer Hill, you are so Team DLZ all the way. It is unbelievable. If you want to meet a member of Team DLZ, she's right there. She is right there. Alec Tate for mayor. Yes, I will send you the ebook. Yes, 100%. Shoot me another email. I have so many emails right now. Send me another email and say, send me the ebook, Alec Tate for mayor, and I'll send you the ebook for free. All right, I've been on 2 hours. I've got to get this paint off me. I got to wash my backside. Jason, I hope I got your email. I'm sending off 10 tomorrow. If you didn't get in on the 10 tonight, check in tomorrow. I'm going to try to give away 10 more tomorrow. I'm never going to stop. The goal is to get a trifold in everybody's car. If I can't mail you one, I can email you one. You can print it out yourself. It's free. It costs you as much as the printer costs. Then you can give them out to friends and family and teach them. I'm going to make a new trifold video that is totally PG so you can show it to your kids, show it to your friends and family, and we don't stop. We don't stop. James Forbes, thank you for coming, brother. Appreciate it. Can I get a Team DLZ in the chat, if you would, please? Levi, what's going on? Jennifer Hill, as usual. Thank you. I appreciate it. Team DLZ in the chat so I can scream off some names here. Brick Jonesy, what is going on, Jonesy? Thanks for coming. Grateful Dabs, nothing but love for you, my friend. Mikey B, Bree Pennington, Talk G, nice to see you. Levi, we don't stop. Grateful Dabs, we don't stop. Plead the Fifth, Chevy, Jennifer Hill, Black Sheep, all the people who donated. Thank you so much. I really, the Transmission Man. What's going on, Playboy? You know what you got to do, Transmission Man. You know what you got to do. There you go. Keep doing your thing, Chili. I won't stop, Prometheus. Thank you for coming, dude. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. XX, now I know who you are, and I got your email address. Nice to see you, Faust. Nice, Faust. If you don't notice, welcome. I don't know. The chat is always going so fast because people like Joel Juffus, major member of Team DLZ right there. Joel is a member of Team DLZ all the way. What's the matter, you? How are you doing? Kevin Brzezinski. Listen, go to my website right now. If you want to support and you didn't get in during this particular live, go to my website, buy a trifold, and then send me an email. Say, Chili, here's my order number. I want to give one away too. And I'll give one away to somebody else. We're going to give away 10. You 10 people plus the 9, that's 19 that we're giving away in the last 2 days. And I'll ship all those off tomorrow. Didn't ship today, like I said. I only shipped for people over the weekend today because they were already packaged up. But I will reship tomorrow because I'm doing all the packing right now because when I went to jail, I had to lay that guy off. And so trying to get going again. All right, I'm going to get the flock out of here. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. I'll see you guys on the next one. Mikey B. Later, Gators.